is going on? You know, this is AlTone, and welcome to an absolutely fantastic day. It's a fantastic day for me because today is my birthday. Today I turned 51 years old. And today I wanted to share a couple of things with you. Last year, this time, thanks to a wonderful inspiration from a wonderful individual who helped me as I was working on coming out of an addiction to nicotine, I actually put or shared with you a letter to myself. And I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do this year and share with you as I turned 51. And I was looking at doing quite a few different things. This year has been interesting in so many different ways. But what essentially was going on with me, and this is something I told my mom as the year started this year. I said, this year the Lord is going to do some miraculous things. I'm expecting God by the time I turn 51, there's going to be such a great and grand change. He's going to do some things that is going to shock you and me. And honestly, there was a lot of truth in that statement. At the time when I made that statement, I really didn't know what that expectation was. A part of that expectation was possibly that this channel would grow beyond that I would ever imagine, which to a certain extent that has absolutely happened. I'm so thankful to each and every one of you who have joined me and come along with me on this journey to get to know God better and become closer to Him. But I really didn't have a fullness of understanding what it was that God was going to do with me. I expected to see so much in the physical. And I really, at that point, when that statement was made, was not so much thinking about the spiritual. And I have to say this, that in this time frame, with all the challenges that we've all faced, I've said this a few times, I've faced my share as well. A big part of God's gift to me at my 50th year of life was a transformation in my spirit. I started this year off with a lot of stressful things going on. Yes, I was in the process of becoming who God wants me to be. #being the individual that God created me to be. Yes, I started off this year of surrendering and this year of freedom, being free to be who God created me to be and surrendering all to Him. I started with all those things, but I had no idea how much each one of those three things, those three words, be, surrender, and freedom, would actually become a part of me throughout this year. To the point where I'm not the same person that I was last month, much less last year. Many of the struggles of this year came to a head. I was challenged on my job, challenged with some of my personal relationships, and challenged to really examine where my heart is, where my heart is and was in relationship to what I share here with you, as well as where my heart was with my family and the individuals that God has blessed me with in my life to consider friends. And I'm in a totally different place. So what is it that I've gained? In the struggle to grow this channel, I've gained peace. And I've learned to surrender this to Him. I begin to understand that the world that we live in, for the most part, may not totally understand what it means to grow in relationship with God. And because of that, there's not a great deal of value placed on getting closer to Him. So I can't expect what I do here to become this viral channel that grows beyond. But what God showed me in that was what He told His disciples. He said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. What that meant for me was, this channel is not about me. It's not about the challenges necessarily that I faced. It's not about what I feel my calling is, my ministry, and the grand design and purpose that God created me for. Yes, He's created me for a purpose, and I know that. That's been solidified as well. But the biggest part of the whole thing is that what I do here does not belong to me. Every step that I take on this channel or anywhere else doesn't belong to me. And the fullness of my job, regardless of where I'm at and how I do it, is to be a representation of Him in every way I can. And the best way to be that representation to Him is to get as close to Him as possible. And I know I encourage for you to be as close to God as you possibly can. Continue to stay in His presence. But it's not just me encouraging you. It's also a requirement for me. Because without being in His presence, I cannot properly represent Him the way He would have me to. So as I move on into this 51st year of my life, I have the wonderful opportunity of looking at my life in a totally different way. Looking at my life in the aspect of I am now giving everything I am and everything that God has given me. My life is not even mine. But I'm giving everything that I am and everything that He's blessed me with, including my very next breath, to representing Him before every single individual and loving every single individual exactly the way He loves me. So, I hope that helped you in some way. I'm here for you. I'm truly here for you. I have so much love for you. And I will stay as much as I possibly can every day in the presence of God so that I can love you better and so that I can continue to lift Him up so that He can then draw all men to Him. Not to me, not to you, not to any particular ministry, but to Him. Have an absolutely fantastic holiday season, New Year, and I'm so looking forward to wonderful things God is going to do in 2021, my 51st year of life, not just for me, but also for you. Take care, and I'll talk to you very soon.